Yo, my boys, look, this is going to be one of the most fun career sims we've done in a minute. Now, look, before I show the player, I'm just going to say right now, probably one of the players that is closest to my heart. You know, there's only two sports figures that I will say just about anything to defend. Russell Westbrook in the NBA and this guy. You know, this is a guy that had everybody wearing Superman Under Armour shirts in high school. You know, when I was coming up, Under Armour wasn't even that cool of a brand, man. It's still not. You know, Nike, you got the Adidas, those are the main brands. But this guy right here, he had you wearing the Under Armour cleats. He had you wearing the Alter Ego shirts. You feeling like you were him. He had you wearing the socks to match the shoes. This is a guy that I thought was the closest thing we would ever see to a created player at the quarterback position. And I feel like y'all should already know who I'm talking about. Yes, Cam Newton. As you can see, he is right here in our draft class. 6'5", 245 pounds. The Heisman winner. One of the best talents I've ever seen with my own eyes at quarterback. Because he was the first quarterback that I saw that could throw, that could run, that could be a power back for your offense. Now, as we get on down the road, we've seen a lot of good quarterbacks, that have come from kind of that ilk. You know, at the time Cam Newton was the first, you see Josh Allen now. You see a young guy like Anthony Richardson, the big, fast guys that could also swing the ball. But before I saw them, it was Cam Newton. I mean, if you guys have ever played Blitz the League 2, you go back and look at the main character, franchise. It was Cam Newton. Even though I think that game came out before he was actually, the guy. But it was Cam Newton, man. They literally put Cam Newton in the game before he ever hit the league. Now, as y'all already know what we will do, he will be in this draft class coming up with Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, some of the young guys that we got coming into the league in a couple of months into the NFL. So, what we are going to do, as always, if you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe. But what we're going to do is we're going to advance to the draft. And then we will see where Cam Newton will go. Based on, because this is going to actually be a little interesting, as it always is, who has the number one overall pick? Because depending on who has the number one overall pick, whether it's the Patriots, whether it's the Bears, whether it's, I'm trying to think of who else could possibly be up there, the Cardinals, I guess. But we're kind of already in the playoffs. So 9 times out of 10, I believe it's the Bears, right? The Bears have the number one overall pick. So they could draft Cam Newton number one overall. But then, the computer's kind of it's switchy with this. We don't really know. Because the last time, go check out the RG3 career sim, they kept Kyler Murray on the roster, which is odd considering that probably would never happen. However, let's sim the NFL draft and see where Cam Newton goes. He should be the number one overall pick, just like he was in IRL. This is a guy, you're talking about Cam Newton. If you didn't get a chance to see peak Cam Newton, I didn't get a chance to see peak Vic. I was still young, little head on my shoulders. I wasn't really watching football. But Cam Newton, peak Cam Newton, made Ted Ginn Jr. look like a number one wide receiver. Took him to the Super Bowl. So, as we go ahead and look here at the draft recap, let's see what we got here. Okay, so clearly he wouldn't go to the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs took a left tackle, as that's the team we're on now. Let's go ahead and see where old Cam Newton went. Number 2 overall to the Cardinals. Okay, so this is this is the same type of arc we saw our boy RG3 on, which is probably going to be one of the arcs we see once we start doing some quarterbacks in these career sims. Only because the Cardinals have the highest overall pick, and it seems like the Bears are usually set with either going with a different quarterback, because I think last time they went with Drake May, or they like going with an offensive lineman because they feel like Justin Fields is the guy, which is something you could see them do. Probably not an offensive lineman, but they could keep Justin Fields and probably go with an offensive weapon to help him. But I will see you guys on the Arizona Cardinals, and we will see what Ace Boogie, Superman, is working with. Okay, we're on the Arizona Cardinals. As you guys know, this is the team right here. Rondale Moore, Hollywood Brown, Trey McBride. Like, this is not a great roster by any stretch of the imagination. And once again, our biggest problem is Kyler Murray is still on the team, which is a cap problem. Now, what I will say is this. Based on where we're at right now with the team, and then you look at the defense, they're not great either. This is going to be similar to what Cam Newton had to deal with some point in his career. You know what I'm saying? Before the Panthers got an elite defense, that was during the Super Bowl year. This is kind of what it looked like. You know, except you could probably throw Steve Smith right here. And then James Conner. I don't know if I would call him D'Angelo Williams. D'Angelo Williams kind of had a little hezzy in his move. But James Conner is a decent back. So the question will be, what is the offense that Cam Newton is probably best to run? I want to go Baltimore Ravens here, right? Because you think of Lamar, you think of the power run scheme. And on Madden, that's the closest thing you can get to what a power run scheme would be with a quarterback. So as we go here, Chicago is also one, but I feel like Justin Fields never develops well in these career sims. However, Drake May has ended up being pretty decent, and we saw him make a championship game before. I mean, I think we go Baltimore to start, right? Scrambling, I feel like that's the best thing to go for scrambling quarterback. We'll switch it up and go spread as the offensive scheme. We'll see if that matters. We usually don't change it, but I just want to see if it changes something in here a little bit. What I will tell you is this, guys. The special thing about this career sim is Cam Newton was probably an era too early. You see what I'm saying? Because now we see quarterbacks, Lamar, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, they're being preserved to the playoffs. Like, you don't see Josh Allen running as much in the regular season so he can preserve his body to use his legs in a dominant fashion during the playoffs. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. Same thing kind of with Hurts, even though, you know, some of his runs are more goal line oriented or quick read options. But these quarterbacks protect themselves a lot better. Cam Newton protecting himself went right out the window half the time. Trying to run through linebackers, trying to run through brick walls. Hopefully, during this career sim, that doesn't happen, and he's able to stay healthy during the majority of his career. Because I believe if he would have been able to stay healthy and never hurt his shoulder, Hall of Famer. I mean, he took that offense. I mean, I want you guys to really go look at that offense. Devin Funchess, Philly Brown. I mean, sure, Greg Olsen was there. You know, can't forget about him. Great tight end. But Philly Brown, Ted Ginn Jr., and Devin Funchess. There's not one number one wide receiving option on the outside. So hopefully maybe we can get him one during his career sim. But I will see you guys at the mid-season point, and we will see how Cam Newton is doing. Okay. And at the mid-season point, we are 3-4, which is not terrible. I would love to see how Cam Newton is playing early. Okay, this is actually a lot better than, well, passing-wise, it's a lot better than we saw someone like RG3 do. 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Kyler Murray clearly hasn't gotten any snaps. Rushing-wise, Cam Newton, 316 yards and 3 touchdowns. And James Conner, 382 and 4 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Trey McBride has been the number one option. Then we go Hollywood Brown with 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Rondale Moore and Michael Wilson bringing up the back end. Now, the question will be if we can slide into the playoffs year one. As you saw, we had the 24th ranked offense. That's not great, right? However, we still are in the mix. Now, the 49ers have clearly ran away with the NFC West, but we're still in the mix. So hopefully we can slither into the playoffs, and maybe we have the chance to make some noise. And we didn't make the playoffs. However, I will say this. That's a pretty good first season for a rookie quarterback. 9-8 is where we finished off. Stats and awards. Let's see what we got here. 3,200 yards, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not a terrible, but it's really going to be what he did on the ground, right? James Conner, 993 yards and 9 touchdowns. And I was just trying to hold my excitement. 817 yards and 10 touchdowns for Cam Newton. This one always kind of, 26 broken tackles as well. It's always kind of weird to me to look down here at the longest runs. He's only at 10. I feel like he should have a long run. That might be glitched. But anyway, 817 yards on the ground. Special. With the 10 touchdowns, that's probably going to be good enough for him to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Receiving wise, Rondale Moore came on in the second half of the season. 882 yards and 7 touchdowns to lead the team. Trey McBride, 747 yards and 4 touchdowns. Marquise Hollywood Brown with 651 and 4 touchdowns. And Michael Wilson bringing up the end with 550 and 6 touchdowns. Definitely not a terrible first season. As we go ahead and look at yearly awards, he was actually 9th in MVP voting, which probably means in the NFC race, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year, which is awesome. We will go ahead and get to the Super Bowl week and see what dev traits we have for the Arizona Cardinals. As y'all can see, the Chiefs and the Cowboys made the Super Bowl. I mean, that's, if you guys, y'all got to let me know in the comments. If you guys want to see who won the Super Bowl in some of these career sims in past years, let me know, because in some I do it, some I don't. It just depends on like how I tend to go back and see what history was. Like when we do the jump, see if one of our guys won the Super Bowl, and then you kind of get a glimpse of what teams won it. But we can go back at the end and see what teams managed to pull in a few. But let's go ahead and look at the roster. Cam Newton is a X factor. That's pretty awesome. Was that freight train on him? Hold on. That would be crazy if it was, because that's probably what I'd put on him anyway. But if that was freight train on him, it definitely is. That is awesome. Okay, so pretty good overall to start. We'll go ahead and throw this on scrambling. We will get the dreads on him too. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? He had to fade when he came in the league. But once we get a little bit further down the road, we'll throw the dreads on him. As y'all can see his stats, pause the video if you need to. That's his stats after year one. Pretty doggone special at the quarterback position. You can see the trucking, the juke. Like, I'm telling you, he was really one of them ones, man. As you go ahead and look at the rest of the team, though, I mean, nobody else really got a dev upgrade, which is not surprising. We weren't that successful as a team. I think Buda Baker even lost his superstar. So this is kind of ugly. Not ideal at all. And as I told you guys in the last one, but I'll mention it again with this one, it's always going to be hard for any quarterback to come in with the Cardinals, because Kyler Murray's contract is still on the books and he makes a whole lot of money. Which is odd that the Cardinals don't value Kyler Murray in Madden, kind of like the Bears value Justin Fields, because Kyler Murray's not that old. But hopefully we can hop the next season, and we still have draft capital, so maybe we can draft a couple weapons for Cam Newton so we can make a playoff push. We almost made it this season. Just got to get a couple more wins. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so going into the next season, you can already see we lost Rondale Moore. We also lost James Conner, which is kind of interesting. So we're losing weapons, not really gaining them. Not ideal. Hollywood Brown is still here, though. Michael Wilson is still here. And then it seems like Dominic Blaylock. Yeah, that's not really going to move the needle for me. Anyway, defensively, as I look at the team, we actually added some people. Ruiz, big dig tackle, is coming in, and also Horton. So maybe we can get this defense going, kind of like the Panthers did. They got a great defense as Cam Newton continued to progress. Never really got him any offensive weapons. And then maybe Trey McBride plays the role of Greg Olsen. I guess we'll see. But hopefully we can make the playoffs. I would love to do that early. As you guys know, it's always great to get the career sim started with a deep playoff run, or a playoff run at all. So I will see you guys at the midseason point again, and we will see what Cam Newton is doing. And we are 4-3. Oh, goodness gracious, the Rams are 6-1. We're 4-3 at the midseason point. Not ideal. I don't know if we're going to have a chance to make the playoffs. I might hop in right now with Cam Newton, though. That should be fun. This is actually a really good season right here. 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. 71% completion percentage. I'm going to be honest, Cam Newton never really touched that number during his career. Maybe for a game, but definitely not during a long period of time. He was really more closer to 50s and 60s than ever 70s. But rushing-wise, Cam Newton is also... okay, maybe it's not glitch. Mari DeMicardo Broke one for 75, it looks like. But Cam Newton, 282 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging over 4 yards a pop. And then DeCardo's doing the thing. We also see we got Devin Neal here. Getting a couple carries, too. Receiving wise, I guess I just don't know ball. Dominic Blaylock, 309 yards and 3 touchdowns. He is wide receiver 1. He must be playing the slot, I think. Michael Wilson, 296 yards and 4 touchdowns. Marquise Hollywood Brown, 277 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Trey McBride with 227 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, Cam is spreading the ball around. 19th ranked offense is not great. But we going to hop in here against this mid-season matchup against the Rams and see if we can bring them down to 6-2 and possibly give us a little momentum trying to get to the playoffs. I can tell you guys one thing right off the bat. Cam Newton wasn't able to get Kyler Murray out of that number 1. Guess he didn't have the money for it. All right, read option to start. Cam Newton gets the ball. Juke move by Cam. Oh, my God. Put the shoulder. Oh, my gosh. Cam Newton tore the crib. Woo! And just like that, you see how electrifying this young man can be. Oh, my gosh. That was special. Let's go ahead and go QB wrap here. I just saw Cam Newton just destroy. Cam Newton, get off me. Okay, Cam Newton. I mean, that was what? First play coming out like that? First play coming out like that? No, that's wild. No, that's wild. He already has freight train almost activated. Oh, he took a sack. That's not good. He took a lot of those. Okay, that's fine. Van Ginkel. Let's see what we got here. See what coach is calling. He's got another read for us. He does. Little lead read option here. Get our tight end out there. Let's see what we got. He pulls. Cam Newton's by himself. Can we get a block? Can we get a block? Can we get a... He breaks one. Oh, my God. Hey, yo, this man's a truck. He's a truck right now. Oh, okay. He already probably has... He does have freight. We got it. Like, we got to get this first down so we can scramble with him. Dot. Okay, maybe not the best arm early. We're definitely, like, I feel like, I don't know when he's going to have freight train again. Can we pick this up? I feel like we can pick this up. We can pick this up. Easy running back throw. That's easy. That's easy. Good throw. Good throw, Cam. Good throw, Cam. We got to get him outside with freight train here. We got to get him outside with freight train here. Let's see what we can do. That first play was so electrifying. That was like Cam Newton at his peak. Uh-oh. 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 Juke move. Cam Newton. Ace Boogie. Oh, get out of here, Joe. Hey, yo. Cam Newton is the best running option in the game. Like, what in the name?
Come on, come on.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Bring it in. Okay. 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 Good blocking. Cam Newton breaks one. He breaks another one. 5 rushes for 117. Let's see if he's got a cannon on him, though. Hollywood Brown is definitely a deep threat. You know, Ted Ginn type vibes. Let's see what we got here. Throw the ball deep. He's got a cannon on him. Okay. Okay. Maybe not as big as a cannon as we was hoping since he underthrew Hollywood. That's not ideal. His running was amazing, though. I can't even lie. See if we can get him downfield here. Out route. Beautiful throw. Big tight end makes one guy miss. Almost made 2 miss. As Cam Newton is cooking against the Los Angeles Rams. As we can see here. They're coming down on me. Whoop! Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 Cam Newton breaks one. Cam Newton breaks another. Ooh! Those were them scary hits I was talking about he'd be taking up. Cam Newton is looking like an animal. He's looking like an animal. Oh my God. Okay, he didn't come. Emery DeDardo, Devin Neal. Got a couple yards there. Nothing too big, but definitely made some room. I feel like this is where Cam Newton, you know, this is where he buttered his bread, though. This is where he buttered his bread. Do we got the QB draw in here? This is best goal line quarterback in NFL history. Better ask somebody. Cam Newton. Cam Newton. Cam Newton. Cam Newton. Oh, wow. There was nothing there. Okay, 3rd and 15. We can't go read option on 3rd and 15. That would be wild. We got Verts, though. If he finally lost Freight Train. Who we got here? Aaron Donald is looking to make a play. Yeah, okay. At least he's breaking a tackle every time. Great play by Aaron Donald and Van Ginkel, though. They're going to go ahead, and we're going to settle for 3. The Rams are struggling to move the ball as Cam Newton's going to get it back here. Let's see what Coach got for us. He got a lot of read options, which he should have. Cam Newton's one of those guys. Stiff arm, Cam. Woo! He's such a load to bring down. It's almost silly that like there's nobody that can bring him down. There's nobody that can bring him down. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. RPO to Hollywood could be nice. I feel like no, it wasn't open. Let's get it to the running back. He gets a stiff arm off as well. First down. As we go here and see Coach, I mean, like I said, this is why we're in the Ravens playbook, so we can use Cam Newton's legs to the best of our ability. Okay. Cam breaks 1. Cam breaks 2. Push it on. Like, he's such a big guy. This is ridiculous. He's breaking 2 tackles every time he touches it. As we go ahead and get out of here. Juke move. Give me 1. Cam! Oh my gosh! Cam Newton breaks another big one. Yeah, he's a problem. He's a problem. He's a freak. He's a freak. As we're going to go ahead and let the rest of the game play out. Cam Newton was a freak this game. An absolute freak. As the Rams are going to try to battle back. This will be a big win for us trying to make the playoffs. Rams are going to keep trying to battle back. They actually score. We got to hold them off. We got to hold them off while we weren't able to hold them off. It looks like the Rams are about to win this game. Okay, hold on. Cam Newton bread drive. And he does! 47-yard touchdown to Michael Wilson. And it doesn't look like... Okay, maybe. No, this is Matthew Stafford, I fear. He does. And Matthew Stafford, KJ Osborne, 51-yard touchdown. And we lost. Even with all those amazing highlight plays from Cam Newton, he actually didn't do much throwing the ball. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And only a 50% completion percentage. However, running the ball 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 74-yarder. That was very long. Pretty special with his legs. Decent with his arm. He almost won us the game off a passing touchdown. But we suffer a devastating loss to the Rams. Hopefully, we can clean that up and still kind of sneak into the playoffs as Cam Newton gets another upgrade. So does Blaylock right there. He was doing some heck of a blocking. I didn't see him making no catches. But 4-4 at the midseason point, we still got a chance. Okay, we did make the playoffs. I told you guys we had a great chance. Somehow the Rams ended up pretty much imploding the rest of the season as they are 9-8, but we go up to 11-6, and oh my gosh, Cam Newton must have balled out. So almost 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, 8 interceptions is pretty special. Rushing wise, and yes, this has a lot to do with our great regular season performance, but the first quarterback I think we've had with 1,000 yards in a season and 9 touchdowns. Special. Amari DiMiccardo with 450 yards and 6 touchdowns, and Devin Neal with 304 and 3 touchdowns. Running backs every kind of all got, in the end zone, it looks like, which is pretty nice. Receiving wise, Michael Wilson was our guy with 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. Hollywood Brown with 760 yards and 5 touchdowns. Dominique Blaylock with 616 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Trey McBride with 601 yards and 6 touchdowns to bring up the rear end. Now the question will be, is it possible Cam Newton was second in MVP voting? I thought he might get first because of the 1,000 rushing yards, but just under Joe Burrow. AFC-wise, NFC, my fault. He was Offensive Player of the Year, which makes sense. And then he was also the best quarterback, which makes sense. So, he's already getting some of the awards. He's probably also going to make the Pro Bowl, unless we can lock in on this playoff run and get to the Super Bowl. Okay, so Green Bay did go down and score, but they only got 3. So, I mean, that's not terrible. And Cam Newton, first play of the game, Trey McBride. And I mean, what else do you expect from the young man? He is Offensive Player of the Year. He was the best quarterback. Are we going a fake spike here? Whoop. No way that works. Cam Newton using his legs. Okay, we actually got like 8 yards off of that. That is crazy. Okay, great athleticism by Cam Newton there. Let's see what Coach has in the bag for us. I feel like we should still, after what we saw from Cam on those read options, let's see what we got. Is he going to bring, is Rashawn Gary coming in? He is. Oh yeah, this is Cam Newton all day. This is Cam. Get out the way! What? Oh no, run it. After breaking all those tackles, I just knew we were getting in there. Quay Walker, he comes down. What? Hey, yo! Nah, Cam Newton's just him. Cam Newton is just him. Oh my gosh. We made not one guy, but 2 guys missed with the end zone. Okay. Whoo, goodness. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. This is why we need a Cam Newton in money. Right here. This is why we need him. Special. See what we got here. Okay. Get upfield. We got to lead with the run. I'm not saying Cam can knock it over the top of a person's head with that deep ball, but what I'm saying is we got to lead with the run. I like Hollywood Brown here. Yeah, we're going to give him a shot. Okay. I had to stop the DB because he was going to. It's like Hollywood is too fast for Cam Newton's arm. Maybe we need to get that off a little quicker and let Hollywood have a chance to run under it. See what we got here. That end doesn't collapse. Okay, good block. The offensive line is blocking phenomenal. I will say that. Right off the bat, I got to give them props. They're blocking phenomenally for Cam Newton. It's special to see. Let's go. As now we're optioning. That looks like, is that? No, that's not Kenny Clark, is it? That'd be crazy to see him on. Okay, Cam Newton, using it. Oh, get off me! Come on, man. Cam Newton is showing his ability, like elite ability to break tackles and make big plays on the run, and he almost has freight train again. Pick, oh my goodness, that almost looked like one. I'll be honest with you guys, it's kind of, Hollywood Brown got like benched into the doggone Gatorades right there. That was bad. Like, what the heck are you doing, Hollywood? You got to make a play here. We got to have receivers make a play at some point. Nice, good throw by Cam, good play by Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson, I believe, was the guy that led us with catches. So, I mean, we probably need to get him a little more involved. As we go here, Big 97? He kind of jumped inside the last time. I mean, he's going to jump inside this time. He kind of played both. Good play by him. Good play. If we can get freight train activated, Cam Newton might become unstoppable. He might become unstoppable. We get outside the pocket. Yeah, nothing there. Rashawn Gary is a great edge rusher, man. Shout out to Michigan, you know. But we got to make plays here. Plays. See what we got. Hollywood Brown's not going to have enough room to get over the top. Dot! Great play to Blaylock right there. Great freaking play to Blaylock. We're getting close to the red zone. Coach, you know whose hands to put it in. Get it to the big fella down here. Get it to the big fella. See what we got here. We need blocking on that edge. Oh my gosh, nobody's home. Cam with the truck. Okay. They call it holding. They gotta be holding, right? Run play. I don't know, ref. I don't know about that call. That Matt Lita center holding, he wouldn't even had the hold. The play wasn't even going near him. Trey McBride. Nope. It's just bad. Cam Newton's tired too. That might be the other problem. Let's go see. He's probably like exhausted. If I had to guess, yeah, he's exhausted. You see how it's like that deep shade of blue? That means we're one carry away from the fall. And these receivers they haven't been ideal. Can we get a play made right here? Oh, yes we can. Oh my God. Okay. Let's go ahead. QB rap. Coach is thinking. I like the way coach is thinking. Boom. Get the... Okay. They brought a DB. If they don't bring Savage right there, I feel like we walk in the end zone. 2-minute warning in the wild card round. I don't know what we're going to call here to get Big Cam in. I don't think inverted veer has ever worked in the history of Madden. Maybe a scramble here will be the ideal move. Oh my gosh. I've never seen us get beat that quick. And Cam Newton couldn't get the ball off quick enough. What in the name? Okay. Does he come again? No, McBride. 4th and go. I feel like we got to take our 3, right? Unless Coach has something cooked up. You know what? Bump it. Coach might have something cooked up. Maybe we take no. I feel like if we take our 3 here, I don't like the odds of us having a chance to win this game. Jordan Love is on the other side. But I feel like if we get it to my guy right there, McBride, we might have a chance. Great throw by Cam Newton. That's what you call when you got a superstar quarterback back there. You got to make plays. So, we're in the 3rd quarter. No, we don't control what happens from here on out. Let Cam Newton go ahead and dominate, and he does go down and get 3. This is a great battle between young quarterbacks, right? Jordan Love goes down and gets 7. Cam Newton goes down and gets 3. It's late in the game. Jordan Love has a potential bread drive on. They just get 3. Cam Newton's going to lead them down the field. It looks like we're in field goal range. This should be game right here. And somehow the clock management is just less than ideal. Cam Newton gets the ball in overtime. We end up punting. Oh, no. Yeah, Jordan Love's about to win this game. And they do. I wonder all the time how we've seen this so many times. We get past the 50. The game looks like it's won. And then we don't end up getting even a field goal to win the game. Jordan Love had a great game, 305 yards and a touchdown. Cam Newton, not the best game, but a passing touchdown. And he also ran one in pretty dominant on the ground, actually. 72 yards and a touchdown. But we couldn't get over the hump this year. And that's unfortunate because I felt like this could possibly be the year. But not yet. Not yet. We still got a lot of development to go. A lot of growth and development. A lot of growth and development. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the Pro Bowl. I believe Cam Newton probably made it this year due to the fact he was special. I'm talking about special during the regular season. And we're going to go ahead and look at the Pro Bowl roster. And yeah, there he is. Number 2 right under Dak Prescott. Lamar Jackson made it. I don't see Patrick Mahomes here, which is interesting. Unless he made another Super Bowl. And he did. So that makes sense. Anybody, we'll have to see if we got any dev trade upgrades. I didn't see anybody that would have necessarily gotten one. Unless I'm tripping, right? Because I think the guys that would have gotten one would have had to be like receivers, tight ends, maybe somebody defensively because we don't really look at that. So maybe defensively we got an upgrade, but offensively it's pretty much just Cam. Cam's the guy. Defensively, yeah, nobody actually got one. So pretty much the same defense now for a while. I mean, the young guys are starting to develop and become better, I guess you could say. But hopefully next season, we get some real talent in here. And we're in year 3, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see what the roster has. I'm hoping we brought in a crazy number 1 option. We have not. Michael Wilson up to the star. I don't feel like that was the case before. Hollywood Brown is still here. Kyler Murray, unfortunately, is still here. Rocking our board, Cam Newton's 1. Need to get him up out of that jersey. We did draft a receiver, but at B.J. Burst. Sweet name. Hidden Dev. 6'5". Is that Calvin Benjamin? Anyway, Cam Newton now, I mean, even before now, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Dominant. These are his abilities. I think the only thing we're going to change is we will throw probably pass lead on him to give him that boost. But everything else is probably going to stay the same for now. Dominant. We actually probably need to also check since we're sitting here. Let's see his ratings going in to this year. I mean, he's got everything. He's a perfect quarterback. So, I mean, would you want a more perfect quarterback? I don't think you would. Offensive line is still decent, not great. We also lost DeMarcado, so now it's Devin Neal's offense. I mean, we're not bringing in anybody to help him. Defensively, though, maybe we... No. Buda Baker and Jalen Thompson, they're getting up there in age pretty soon. This is bad, man. Like, I don't even know how we made the playoffs, and that's like the story of Cam Newton's IRL career. I don't even know how we made the playoffs with this talent. However, as long as you got one, or in this case, number 10 in the backfield, you got a chance. We won't go to the midseason point. We'll just hop to the playoffs this time, and hopefully we can slide in. Stunned. Like, I look up from my phone, see we're done simming, and playoffs once again. Okay. Cam Newton had to be electric. Stats. 3,586 yards. 36 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Okay. Rushing wise. 928 yards and 5 touchdowns. Okay. 644 yards and 6 touchdowns for Devin Neal. And then Zonovan Knight was picking up the back end rushing wise. Michael Wilson is actually starting to come on. Might start looking like our number one receiver here down the stretch. 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns. Trey McBride, 687 and 6 touchdowns. Hollywood Brown is phasing out of the offense, it seems like. 509 yards and 6 touchdowns. And a couple of our, this is one of the rookies. I thought maybe the other guy would be down here somewhere. But, no. Carmen Hasselwood brings up the back end with 441 yards and 3 touchdowns. Pretty decent. 22nd ranked offense. Not great. However, with Cam Newton getting all those rushing yards, he is 5th in MVP voting. And then Offensive Player of the Year, he was 3rd behind Ayuk and Jalen Hurts. And then best quarterback, he was 2nd behind Jalen Hurts. So still a pretty productive season for our guy Cam Newton. What we will do is hop in once again to the wild card round and see if we can beat the Atlanta Falcons. This is a homecoming game for our boy Cam Newton. We came up short in the first season, boys, but I don't think we're gonna come up short this season. I think Cam Newton got that dog in him. We must have had a goal line stop, or either we got a bozo returning punts, because I don't know how we're at the 2-yard line. But don't worry, we got Cam Newton. Dot! Trey McBride. Great freaking play. See now I'm starting to see the development of Cam as a passer. That was a steamer. Right to our boy Trey McBride. As we see Devin Neal, can we get that in the crash? He does. Jesse Bates is a heck of a doggone tackler. I ain't gonna disrespect that man. I feel like maybe we should just ran over him. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe we probably should just ran over him. Hollywood Brown hasn't made an appearance in this video yet, but Cam Newton, yeah! Hollywood Brown done lost some of them juice in his legs. I'm gonna be honest. He probably has. He's probably lost some of the juice in those legs. Let's see what we got here. They're in double mug. Michael, 4th and 13. We got to punt. I ain't got no choice. We got to punt right here. We got to punt. I don't even think we have like that. We're not an offense that can pick up those type of big games. And the Falcons go down and score. I wonder who is their quarterback now. Desmond Ridder, maybe? They sometimes make a change at quarterback, though. See what we got. Hollywood Brown coming across. Oh, nope. That's an easy one. Boop! Thomas. Let's go. Our tight ends are where we're making our money. Cam. That's where we're making our money. Let's see. Trey McBride, can he get over the top? Probably not. Great. I was going to say great pocket presence. But there goes Cooper making a play. Timeout. This first quarter has been flying by, and Cam Newton hasn't been able to make any crazy plays. That's unfortunate. Now we got Hasselwood on big 6'3", Michael Wilson on one side. We ain't got a lot of time. No! Cam Newton's hurt. We somehow picked it up. Kyler Murray is now the quarterback right now. And we're going to have to see if Cam Newton's even able to get back in this game. Let alone, let's see. I'm going to keep checking back. Nope. It's still Kyler Murray's job right now. Kyler Murray making a whole bunch of plays. And he got him 3. Maybe Cam Newton comes out in the next drive. But I'm going to tell you right now, it looks like he's banged up. Banged up bad. And What in the? He is out. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. Medical center. It's happening again. He's already. I mean, this is earlier in his career than it happened in IRL. We're going to sim and see if we can get the dub, but Cam Newton's hurt. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out for the game. Bruce Sternum. So it's Kyler Murray's chance. Maybe this is what you got a great backup quarterback for, and Kyler Murray's not giving us anything as he is getting blown off the field. Got a garbage time touchdown. Maybe some life. We're only down by 8, which is interesting. It doesn't matter. Kyler Murray was never going to be able to lead us to where we needed to be. Cam Newton gets hurt. Drake May is on the Falcons. He has a great game. Cam Newton didn't even have a chance to have a game. And Kyler Murray was out there trolling at his finest. Go ahead and get out of here, man. Another tough season. Tough season for the Arizona Cardinals and Cam Newton. It's just bad, man. It's just bad. I'm just disgusted. One hit and Cam Newton's out. He's out. Now, next season, hopefully, maybe this is the season when Kyler Murray's contract gets off the books. Let's go ahead and get to the Pro Bowl, man, and see if Cam Newton was able to make it there. That would be a nice accomplishment, even if it wasn't the greatest season. View the Pro Bowl roster. And once again, Cam Newton does make it, so that's nice. A 98 overall now is crazy to think about. This is also the first time we've seen Patrick Mahomes make it to a Pro Bowl because he's been in the Super Bowl the past 2 seasons. But I will see you guys next season, and hopefully we can get our guys some help. 4th season in, and our big addition is Tutu Atwell. Yeah, that's not, he's 27, got some good speed. I'm not hating on Tutu. It's just not the option I was hoping we'd bring in. Cam Newton is looking like a phenomenal quarterback. My goodness, 98 overall, has all the bells and whistles. You can't get much better than him as you guys look at the stats. He's even gotten faster. He's at his physical prime right now as the quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Trey McBride is still our guy. I said Michael Wilson would end up being our number 1. He's moved down to number 3 with the addition of Atwell. Defensively, the young guys are developing. It's just, we haven't added anybody huge. And it has a lot to do with probably Kyler Murray still being on the roster, which I think he is, unfortunately. So it's been frustrating. It's been frustrating. Until he leaves, like I said, the cap is just all tied up. But we still have a great chance to make the playoffs because we got Cam Newton. So I will see you guys at the end of the season. And once again, Cam Newton drags us to the playoffs. What more can be said? Stats and awards. 3,300 yards, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rushing wise, Cam Newton, this time with no help from me, 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Devin Neal with 765 yards and 6 touchdowns. Shaheem Pollard, 247 yards and 5 touchdowns as well. Receiving wise, pretty much everybody got in on action, right? Marquise Hollywood Brown, 776 and 5 touchdowns. Tutu Atwell, 735 and 3 touchdowns. Michael Wilson, 734 and 7 touchdowns. Trey McBride, 584 and 8 touchdowns. Pretty good ball distribution. Yearly awards. Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP, which makes sense. Cam Newton is second, though, which means in the NFC, he did not win Offensive Player of the Year. I thought he would. But Brandon Ayuk wins it, and best quarterback is Brock Purdy. I ain't even going to get into that. There's game changers, people, and then there's game managers. Do I have to say more? There's game changers and there's game managers. However, we hopped in the last 2 seasons. Let's just see if we just let my boy Cam cook. Can he get past this round? No, he cannot. It is very difficult to get over the gap, man. It's very difficult to get over the gap. Let's see if we can make the Pro Bowl. Probably, I think he will make the Pro Bowl, though, for sure. It should happen. It should happen. He should make the Pro Bowl. He was top in MVP votes as well. And in the Pro Bowl, this is probably the closest thing we can get to, like, all pro selections in Madden right now. They need to add those, though. Cam Newton, once again, makes the Pro Bowl. You see some of the younger guys in here now. Anthony Richardson, Caleb Williams. Howell made one. Lamar Jackson. Okay. And once again, I didn't see Patrick Mahomes He's in the Super Bowl again. Look at that. Now, we've gotten 4 seasons in, so we'll do the time jump. Kind of sucks that we have to do the time jump before we've made a deep playoff run or a Super Bowl. But I mean, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. So I will see you guys in 2032. Hopefully, we get our guy some help. I've been saying that for the last 3-4 seasons. We got to get him some help. Okay, we back. And what's been seconds for you? It's been 5-4 years for our guy. Now look. Go ahead and look at what the team has to offer now. It would be shocking to see if Cam Newton's no longer here. They usually keep the franchise quarterback around. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so Cam Newton has went down to a superstar. He is now 30 years old. Lost some of his ability slots. Still a 99 overall. Let's go ahead and look at the stats. He actually been pretty doggone consistent with the touchdowns. So we left him in 2027, the next season. 26 touchdowns and an interception, 3,400 yards. 3,400 yards, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. 3,300 yards, 32 touchdowns, 1 interception. Great touchdown-interception ratio. 3,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing what? He has the rushing yards of a prime running back. 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns. 822 yards, 5 touchdowns. 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns. Special. As far as awards go. Okay, he's won best quarterback now 3 times. He won 2 times that we didn't see. He's won offensive player of the year 2 times. League leader in passer rating once, and 4 Pro Bowl appearances. This is pretty doggone special. I think the problem is the team hasn't followed up with the same amount of success. Let's go ahead and look at league history and see what has really been going on. And see if we've actually captured a Super Bowl. I would probably say no. We were just in the Super Bowl. Okay. So, we were just in the Super Bowl but lost to the Jets. Wow, sucks how history repeats itself. Cam Newton made it to the Super Bowl and lost. 2030, it was the Browns. I don't think we... Okay, so Cam Newton does have a Super Bowl. He has 1 Super Bowl MVP and a Super Bowl championship where he beat Patrick Mahomes, who was the MVP of the league at that point. So actually, this is a pretty doggone successful career so far for Cam Newton. He just didn't get the Super Bowl last year. Okay, so that's actually not as bad as I thought it was. It's crazy how he has lost his X factor, though. I would have thought he would have kept that. But I think what we will do is, though, we'll make sure he has dreads the next time you guys see him. But we'll go ahead and get to the playoffs and see if we can make another deep playoff one since we just got out of the Super Bowl. Okay. And probably our best season of Cam Newton's career. We actually I feel like at 12-5 we could have made the 1 seed. But the 3 seed is where we end up being. As we will go ahead and check out the stats, we also got to kind of check out the roster. We really didn't get a good look at it at the beginning of the season. But Cam Newton, still that guy. Trey McBride is now an X factor. We have some young receivers now. Oscar Blunt here. Seems like a decent receiver. Nothing great. We still haven't gotten a superior number 1 threat for him, it seems like, throughout his whole career. Paul O'Neal is here. Decent. I mean, this is just 2 average receivers. Nothing too crazy. Defensively, we got a nasty safety on the back end. 2 elite corners. The defense looks like it's definitely has picked it up. The only people I remember being here this whole time are Ruiz and Sawyer. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I know these guys have been here for a while. But us being 12-5 is pretty doggone impressive. And we got the Dallas Cowboys in the first round. Let's go ahead and look at what Cam Newton was able to do. 3,300 yards is not crazy, but 31 touchdowns, 2 interceptions is amazing. Rushing-wise, 943 yards and 4 touchdowns. Will Shipley is now on the team. Hey, shout out the running back from Clemson. Kind of CMC vibes. 676 yards and 6 touchdowns. Chris Kerr also got some carries, and so did Dion Friedman. Receiving, Paul O'Neal, 867, 8 touchdowns. Trey McBride, 827 and 8 touchdowns. Oscar Blunt, 803 and 9 touchdowns. Possibly an MVP award here? No. Cam Newton finishes 4th in the MVP voting. He has not managed to capture that elusive MVP yet. Offensive Player of the Year, he was 4th. And then best quarterback, he was third. Okay. So no awards this year. But still a pretty doggone good season as we are at 12-5. And yes, we're going to hop in and see if we can get past the Dallas Cowboys. We don't know anything about these receivers. Let's see what we got here. Garmin on the outside might be something interesting to look at. Trey McBride. Okay. Forgot we don't have pass lead anymore. He lost that. This could get ugly. This could definitely get ugly. Let's see what we got here, man. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully that dude comes in. See what we got. He didn't. But I trust Cam. What? Why didn't they let me juke? Do we not have jukebox either? Oh no. What does Cam have? Bulldozer, jukebox, fastball. Yeah, he's got all the running ability still. He just doesn't have his. Okay. I threw it because that's a freaking D end over there. It's going to be a lot harder to get the ball down the field without our pass lead to lead. I ain't going to lie. We ain't going to be able to get into them short windows as Dallas is going down here and pushing the envelope and getting 10. Let's see what we got.
Ready, break.
Ooh, boy. Okay. Shipley. Bang! Just like that. I like the soft hands from our boy Will Shipley. You gotta love that. Let's see what else we got here. I feel like there's a hanger there. The end comes down. We get the block. Cam Newton showing what he can still do. Great run. Thought he would make a guy miss. Maybe I just gotta run that guy over.
Hurry.
Bring it in again. Hoof! Okay. Almost ran him over. You better be careful. Cam ain't playing. Did you see? He got the dreads now. He ain't playing. What we got? That'd be a crazy throw. Okay. Goodness. What we got here? Coach isn't giving us nothing to really work with. I'll tell you that. McBride. Shipley might be interesting too here. Nice! Good throw by Cam. He dropped it! Oh, no. We got to go for it. I can't let this game get too far out of hand.
Got it. Ready?
Okay. Underneath is O'Neal, McBride. Cam Newton. Oh. This is starting to get brutal to watch. Go ahead, defense. Get us a stop. And they do get us a stop. Okay. Special.
Okay, ready?
See what we got here. We can get a play here. Good job. That's Cam. Whoop. Good spin move. No! Oh my gosh. We don't go down and score because Cam Newton's hurt. And is he coming back in? I got a feeling he might not be. Oh my gosh. Some random guy named Connor's in. And yeah, this might be another one down for the books. I mean, oh my God. I thought. Another brutal one, man. It's just brutal. Another injury in the playoffs, which holds Cam Newton back from reaching it. He's not going to get past this game. He's not going to get past it. Look at this. We're getting blown out by the Dallas Cowboys in Arizona. Like, terrible. I don't think he played the rest of the game. He did not, as you can tell by Brett Cooper leading. Justin Fields is now the guy for the Dallas Cowboys in another unsuccessful season for our guys. I mean, this is just, it's despicable. It's despicable to even look at. However, we should still make another Pro Bowl, which should be nice. But, I mean, we haven't been able to see with our own eyes Cam Newton win a Super Bowl yet, which has kind of been, no, it's just not ideal. But we're going to go ahead and get to the Pro Bowl and see if we possibly can capture a Pro Bowl spot. We actually did not. I thought we were a shoo-in for one. But no, we did not. Okay. Not ideal. As we go ahead and get to Super Bowl week. Hopefully Cam hasn't lost another dev spot. Because that's going to start to get real nasty here down the stretch if he did. because he could go down the start, and we got no abilities, and yeah, you know, it starts to get kind of ugly. Nope, he's still a superstar. He's still hurt as well. We wonder what the injury was. Foot fracture. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Not a 12-5 team. We lost our starting quarterback again. This is the second time in his career that's happened for us. Let's go ahead and look at the roster and see if we got any dev bumps. I don't even see Cam here because he's hurt. But we also offensive lineman, superstar. Okay, Trey McBride, X Factor. Defensively, a corner went up to superstar, and then that's pretty much it. Everybody else is pretty much the same. So, you know, hopefully next season we can get back on the good foot. No pun intended. Going into our season now. Cam Newton, still a 99 overall. We brought in a new receiver, Marshall Sapp. Young fella at 6'4", 232 pounds. However, the rest of the receivers, it feels like they just keep getting worse. We didn't re-sign anybody, it looks like. So now we have a 68 overall Bailey as our second receiver. Trey McBride is still here balling. Still pretty good offensive line. Defensively, still pretty doggone good defense. So you got to respect that. Cam Newton, I just noticed, he's still not number one, and Kyler Murray is gone. We'll go ahead and fix that. That's got to be changed. That got to be changed. He's definitely got to be number one now. Now that our boy Kyler Murray has got the heck out the building a couple seasons ago. Let's go ahead and make sure our boy Cam Newton's one. But I mean, I don't know if one's going to save him from this terrible wide receiving core. If we make the playoffs this year, I'd be shocked. Cam Newton somehow does the impossible every time. We made the playoffs again with nobodies at receiver. Literally nobodies. Okay. Cam Newton, once again. Oh, this was an interesting season. 2,900 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rushing wise, 915 yards and 8 touchdowns. Chris Kerr, 986 yards and 4 touchdowns. We were a running football team. Well, I could already tell you, based on the receivers I saw to start the season, we weren't going to do much. 649 yards led the team. 649 yards and 4 touchdowns at 601 yards and 5 touchdowns. Austin Stevenson, 580 yards and 6 touchdowns. And B.J. Ash with 562 and 3 touchdowns. If he doesn't win MVP, it's disrespectful. He should have won MVP. Could have happened to play with those morons. Anyway, let me relax. NFC, he does get third in Offensive Player of the Year. Best quarterback, he is number 2. Somehow, he dragged this team. This is perfect. Because this is literally what Cam Newton did at his peak. Dragging teams to the playoffs. We're going to hop in against the Seahawks. We need to lock in. Real question is, can Cam Newton do the impossible? Win this game. Whew! He's got some spray in those legs now, ladies and gentlemen. Get off me! Get off me! Cam Newton! That is how you do it! Come on, baby! Oh my gosh. That's how you start off the game. Do I even have to say more? Let's go ahead and see if we can get the ball in the air to these no-names. Did he get that off? Let's go! 14-3, just like that. Cam Newton's in his bag. Cam Newton's in his bag. Cam Newton's in his bag. He's in his bag. He's in his bag. He's in his bag. Oh my gosh.
Let's go now.
See what we got here. Read option. Ooh, I thought he could make a move.
Hustle,
I think we
hustle.
go to it again, right? After that big run I saw from him in the first. Good move. He still's got the jukebox. Truck him! Truck him, Cam! Truck him, Cam! Oh my gosh. 3 rushes, 107. We've seen him be great like this once before.
Here we go.
This might be one of those games. Can we take the top off the defense here? I feel like we can take the top off. I feel like we can take the top off. I feel like we can take the top off. Come on! Bang! Just like that. Okay. I mean, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, right? I mean, quick. Bing, bang, bow. I mean, it was quick. Quick, fast, and hurry. These no-names just look like superstars with Cam Newton as the quarterback. Let's see if we can win the game now. 21-3 is a good cushion. 28-10. Seahawks aren't really fighting back. 35-10. Yeah, this looks like we got this one. I feel like we got this one in the bag. What a game to start off on. If we go to AZ and it looks like we're going to get the dub. I mean, we didn't have to go to AZ. We were already in AZ. Oh, wait, hold on. 35-24. They ain't got too much time left, do they? 35-30. Okay, but we got the dub. Almost came back at the end. But Cam Newton, that's the man we know and love. 307 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Seemed like the Seahawks, their quarterback got hurt and they came in with a backup. Rushing yards, 147 yards and 2 touchdowns. 64 yards. Wait, no. Yeah. What? Nope. Did I get it right? What was that? 554 yards of total offense? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but I think I was right on that. Unbelievable as we go ahead and get to the next round. Cam Newton has been special. He's been special. He was special in that game. Let's see if we can get him his second Super Bowl trophy doing this run. Unbelievable, that first game. Oh, my goodness. When he breaks those big runs, I don't know what it must be the freight train that gets him going. It might be the fast break. I don't know. But we're going back to his hometown, Atlanta. You know he's going to have the stands full. All right, man. We got the Falcons. Let's go. Kerr. Hey, yo. Okay, our running back got some juice in them legs, too. Okay, I see it.
Here we go.
Okay, what we got here? Good move. Okay. Boom! Get out! Oh, my gosh. I thought we could get the truck in the move. Okay, Trey McBride's hurt now. Just take away all of our weapons. Only thing they haven't taken away is Cam Newton's legs. See what we got here. One break? Okay, they couldn't break both that time. This is going to be hard.
Let's go.
Who do we go for here? We have a backup tight end that's a superstar. That's something to think about. See what we got here. Nice. Dot! That's what I'm talking about, Cam. Oh, my goodness. 7-0 just like that. And then Atlanta goes down and scores. Okay. That's fine. We got a lot of ball left in us. Come on. Kerr gets a couple. These jerseys are icy. I can't even lie to you. These are icy. Okay, we'll run it just one time. Power read. Cam Newton. Okay, he broke that first one. Almost could have got that second one. I don't think that plays very good, though. I'm going to be honest with you. We'll go read option. And coach is calling a lot of read options because he knows what we have at the receiver spot. No stunts. Cam. Woo! Cam. Excuse me! Oh, man. Cam is different. Cam is built for this moment. And receivers are dropping like flies right now. All right. Okay. Run it. Slide. First down. Come on. 5 rushes for 55 yards early. I wish we had freight train now, but now he has escape artist. See what we got here. Play action. Dot. Woo! Come on now. 14-7. Come on now. Oh, we got a chance to take a lead here. Okay. I mean, a two possession lead. Excuse me. Okay. That jukebox is working this game better than it did in the previous games, right? Like, there was a couple games I couldn't get a juke to save our lives, and there was a couple we made some moves. Okay. Great defense right there. By the Great defense by the Falcons. Sap over the top. He's not the fastest guy in the world. Yeah, I thought so. Great play by Parker. Okay, I was about to go for it, but we can't go for this. We got one more drive in this, though, for sure. It'd be nice if the defense could get a stop. Okay, they could not get a stop. Not ideal. What is Coach calling? Mesh spot. Knowing we don't have anybody that can take the top off this defense. Inside, Ash. I tried to lead him away from that guy. Give us an opportunity there. Okay. Ellerby made a play earlier. Maybe that's our guy. Cam. Juke move. Okay.
Check it, check it.
Let's see what we got here. Nah, we don't
Hawk
go there for
70,
that.
Hawk 70.
We want to get the ball off in here. Perfect corner route. Beautiful. Ah! Oh, he hit the edge. Beautiful. Sack gets in the end zone off the corner route. And just like that. 21-14. Come on now. Come on now. Let's see if Cam Newton can finish the job. That's the real question. Can Big Cam finish the job here and get us to a championship berth? He went down and scored quick. I will tell you that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 31-14 going into the fourth should be enough to get us a dub, right? Okay, maybe not. The Falcons are fighting. Okay, we got the ball on downs. No, they don't got enough time. It looks like we're headed to the championship game. Let's go. Special, 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 special. Cam Newton with a special game. 220 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air and 79 yards on the ground, along with Kerr's 85 yards on the ground. One of the best rushing attacks. Outdoor B.J. Robinson and Drake May on our way to the NFC championship game. Special. It's special. It's special. Come on now. Let's go ahead. Let's see what we're looking at here. We got a couple upgrades. Those just for the coaching staff, I think, though. Because we got the Commanders in the NFC championship game. I'll see you guys in Washington. Okay. I mean, we only got to win this game, and then we're in the Super Bowl. You already know what's on the line here. Possibly a second Super Bowl championship for our boy Cam Newton.
Ready.
And this is with no-name receivers. Go ahead. Sack. Beautiful. Come on. Come on. Okay. Coach, get us some read options going. We're almost close to the doggone red zone. See what we got here. Yep. 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 Nobody's going to catch him. Put the shoulder down. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
On the ball now. On the ball.
Bring it to me again, just like that. Yep. Yep. Come on. Woo! Come on! Come on, man! Ace Boogie in the end zone. We get a stop. Okay.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Good option. Come on. Come on. We got a lot of good running room there.
Let's go.
If the tackle was that the tackle of the guard could have picked up. Uh-oh. There goes our guy McBride. Great catch. See, once you start that read option a couple times, the play action works perfectly over. Snap him quick. There goes Kirk. Getting a 7, a tough 7 yards, but a 7 that we needed. He looks hurt too. Why is everybody getting hurt?
Ready.
Ooh, McBride almost has Vanguard. That'd be nasty. I believe in McBride. I believe in the big fella. That's what I'm talking about, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get a stop. Get a stop. Get a stop. Ooh, okay. We held him to 3. That's not bad. We got Vanguard on our boy McBride. He's going to kill somebody on the block. Cam breaks one. Hey, yo! Move out the way, 87! It's one thing not to be able to get the ball. It's another thing completely to be over there. Trolling us. Trolling us. Trolling us. What in the name? Okay. Let's go. We're good. We're good. Cam scrambling. There's nobody in front. Get a stiff arm going out of bounds. Come on. That's what you love to see right there. You love to see that.
Ready.
You almost want to run right behind McBride, but he's on the other side. What? Hey, yo. When Cam get that in his game? Man, hit him with a spin move. Can we do? Nice break. He's holding the ball like a loaf of bread. It doesn't matter because he's Cam motherfucking Newton. Oh, my gosh. Come on, man. Get in there, baby. 21-10. I got one more job before we get to him simming, right? Oh, that end keeps crashing down. They didn't read the scouting report. Give me a boost here. Cam moving, man. Cam moving. He looks tired though, I ain't gonna lie. We might have to put some air on this ball. He looks exhausted.
50, trap 50.
I like Ash over the top. Ash. Oh, come on. 4 for 5 and 100 yards and a touchdown, and then dominant in the ground running the ball.
Got it. Ready?
Cam showing why he's a dual
Panther
threat.
11, Panther 11. Go.
Okay, yeah, that end came over. Why did I think it was going to say Cam Newton was hurt? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Verts.
Okay, ready?
Sapp might be the guy here. Cam, that's a dot. Oh, my gosh. What a play. What a play. That's a 69 overall. Cam's making look like a superstar right there. Don't forget it. Coach gives us another read option we can call.
Ready?
Boom! Move out the way! There's a train coming! Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We got an offensive lineman out with injury now. I mean, how many more people are going to get hurt?
Ready?
I don't even think that's our starting running back in anymore. Oh, my gosh. That was almost a terrible pick by me. Saps on that side. McBride. McBride. Oh. 4th and 7. We got to let Cam. We got to go for it. We got to go for it. This is close enough to go for it, I feel like. We got to go for this. That's why we go for it. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Cam got it from there. Cam got it from there. What a game. Oh, wow. And they scored quick as heck. 31-17, but then Cam went and got 3. That was a lot of scoring right before half. I'll tell you that. 45-17 and an offensive 48-20. And we're going to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. 55-20. An offensive explosion from the Arizona Cardinals in the championship game. 307 yards and 3 touchdowns for Cam through the air. And rushing was 165 yards and 2 touchdowns for Cam on the ground. Oh my gosh. Special. And we're going to go ahead and get to the Super Bowl, man. This could probably be his 2nd Super Bowl championship. And it might be the last Super Bowl he's able to make it to. So this is huge. This is definitely huge, man. Whew. Special season so far. Special season. As he's not going to be a part of the Pro Bowl, we have the Colts in the Super Bowl. This might be old school versus new school. And AR-15 is still the guy. We'll go ahead and check to see. I feel like he probably is, though, right? Is Anthony Richardson still the quarterback here? He is. Oh, my God. A dream matchup. A dream matchup against the Colts. First gen against next gen. Let's go ahead and hop in. Colts went down and scored right away. Cam has been dragging this team this far. But we're going to have to go to Stewart here. He gets a couple of yards. It's not been easy, man. It's not been easy. We don't have a lot of talent on this team. Let's just be honest. We don't have a lot of talent. No, I shouldn't have. No, I shouldn't have. No, I shouldn't have. I was going to say I should have handed it off, but no, I shouldn't have. Cam fights for the hard-fought yards. Let's see what we got here, man.
Ready?
Ooh. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One move. Let's go. Let's go. Cam. One man to beat. Move. Woo. Come on, Cam. We in Tampa making big plays. Come on now. AR got down here but couldn't put it in the end zone. What a yo. What a dot. Oh my gosh, that was nasty. Okay. We only gonna play this drive and then I'm gonna let Cam Newton take over. That was a great throw though. The run was even, I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to get into how nasty that was. I don't even want to get into that. That was nasty. See if we can get a collapse here. He is, hey yo, fast break might be glitched. Oh my gosh. Cam Newton. Just like that. Army crawl in that end zone. I think once we got him in the dreads with the one on, that's when he became unstoppable. All right, let's see if we can get a dub here, though. The Colts tie it up at 14. Cam Newton goes down and scores. He scores twice. Colts are fighting, though. The Colts are fighting. The Colts are fighting. They're definitely fighting. 28-25. Cam's going to have to make a play. He can't make a play right now. What? He goes down and scores 35-25. Possibly, there might not be enough time for the Colts to make enough plays here. They go down and score. It should be a kneel out. It should be game. It is a kneel out. It is game. As Cam Newton captures his second Super Bowl championship. And he can't believe it. Oh, my God. Let's go, Cam. Oh, my God. Look at the confetti falling down. We finally saw one with our own eyes. What a doggone game from Cam Newton. 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a perfect QBR. Anthony Richardson actually also had a pretty good game. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for the young fella. Rushing wise, 150 yards and 2 touchdowns for Cam Newton. Doing this entire playoff run, let's just go look at the roster. I don't want to get this wrong. Remember how bad these receivers were week 1? They were terrible. They were god-awful. Let's go ahead and look at them. I mean, y'all, I don't want y'all to forget how bad they were. Let's go ahead and look at the adjust lineup. Let's go ahead and show you what he was working with. Ash! Okay, well, Sap must have come back off energy because I swear I don't remember. And why do they have identical faces? But McDonald, Bailey, Keys. This is not a dominant wide receiving core by any stretch of the imagination. And our boy Cam gets his X Factor back, as he should have never lost it. Oh my gosh. He's back. The GOAT is back. The GOAT is back. The GOAT is back, man. The GOAT is back. We should have already known that. We have 2 superstar tight ends. These are actually starting to look like better weapons now at the end of the season. We lost a couple devs on defense. Remember, our safety and corner was superstar at one point. But let's go ahead and hop to next season and see if Cam can continue to dominate like this, even with no superstar help. Okay, so you guys can see the roster pretty much hasn't changed. Our boy Trey McBride probably retired, I would assume. But Cam Newton, now at age 32, is still amazing, man. Still a 99 overall. It's been special. It's been special to watch our guy play. Defensively, not that great. Nothing's really changed, though. We do have a couple young rookies that look like they have potential with the hidden devs. But hopefully, Cam Newton can continue to keep this up as we will go ahead and jump to the playoffs. It's already like, do I have to say it? Cam Newton, once again, we make the playoffs, 12-5. It's wild. But 3,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing yards, 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns. Wild. Chris Kerr, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Receiving wise, Marshall Sapp was the number 1 guy with 931 yards and 10 touchdowns. 741 yards for B.J. Ash and 4 touchdowns. Austin Stevenson with 563 and 6 touchdowns. And our new number 1 tight end, Anthony Ellerby, with 472 and 6 touchdowns. Cam, now we have the 7th ranked offense, has continued to shoulder the load. And he finally gets his MVP! Let's go. Come on now. Come on. He also wins Offensive Player of the Year, and he also is 2nd in best quarterback. First time getting his MVP. I was hoping we would be able to get one of those eventually, and we finally snagged one. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Chicago Bears in the divisional round, though. We won't hop in this time unless we make the championship. No way we go back-to-back, right? All right, we got the Atlanta Falcons. Let's see if we can beat them. Cam Newton has had a couple homecoming games in the playoffs. See what we got. Y'all know we got to hop in. The Commanders scored first. So it should be interesting to see if Cam Newton... Uh-oh. Good read. Hey, yo! Cam Newton is still that man. Oh, my God! Look, dog. Look. Cam is just special. At some point, we just got to admit, he's just special. He's just special, man. as we get another opportunity down here in the red zone.
Ready.
Oh my! I stared down to one receiver too long.
Let's go. Let's
He
go.
got jammed to hell. Gotta remember, we still don't have the best weapons out here, honestly. That's going to be a dot, though. Great play to Stevenson getting it in the end zone. 14-7. Let's see if our boys can finish this game and get us back to the Super Bowl. Early on, we played pretty well. It's going to be the question is, can the defense get stops as the Commanders are pushing the ball down the field, no problem. Cam kind of getting stalled. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. We haven't made any progress as the Commanders are still pushing the ball down the field. This is bad. Yeah, we're going to get blown out, it looks like. Cam fighting. He's definitely fighting. Hey, yo, he's fighting. Oh, but they kneeled it out. Okay, I thought we had a little more time on that. Cam fought at the end, but unfortunately couldn't get the job done. Had 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Joe Fitzpatrick, 403 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Nasty game for him. Cam Newton, another 100-yard rushing game and 2 touchdowns. Special. Now, it's unfortunately the season had to end there, but making it back, once again, still hasn't had really a number one outside threat during his entire career. And the offense doesn't have crazy weapons. Trey McBride was gone, so still a pretty great season. He will make the Pro Bowl, right? Shouldn't even really be a thought. He's definitely making the Pro Bowl. He was the MVP. So, yeah, there he is. Number 1 on the Pro Bowl list. Anthony Richardson has made a couple now. Lamar Jackson we've also seen up there a couple times as well. So, I mean, it's been good vibes. Now, this is when we'll do our next time jump. I will see you guys. Let's see how old Cam is before I make a we got to see what I'm going to do here. Because Cam Newton is now 32 years old. I will see you guys at 2038. And we will see what Cam Newton is at that particular time. Let's just do a quick overview, though, as far as we go as legacy score is concerned. As Cam Newton right now is not the greatest quarterback of all time, but you see Patrick Mahomes has 3 Super Bowls and 8 championships. However, if you go down a little bit, he does have 2 Super Bowls, 3 championships, and 12 yearly awards. He's been pretty doggone spectacular. I mean, you could make a statement that I wouldn't be surprised based on the rushing yards he's accumulated. At the end of his career, we might see him as one of the top rushers of all time. So that would also be interesting to see. But I will see you guys at 2038. Okay, 2038. Y'all know we got to check first. League history. See how our boy Cam Newton has been doing. He just won the Super Bowl. Oh, boy. He was also Offensive Player of the Year. This is starting to get real interesting here. Cam Newton with his 3rd Super Bowl ring. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if he captured any more awards as well. Also, let's see, has he started to regress like with still being a 99 is wild. Okay, let's go ahead and see stats and contracts. No. Well, I mean, I guess we can go there. Let's see what we got. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Best Quarterback, Most Valuable Player. The last thing he won that I think we didn't see was Offensive Player of the Year. So no other MVP awards or anything like that. Sapp has been the guy, and Sapp and Ellerby have been the 2 guys that have stayed around along with the great offensive line that is developing here. Kerr has also been here for a good amount of time. Cam Newton's stats over this period of time that we have missed have been probably pretty much on par, right? 3,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 3,300 yards, 23 touchdowns, 1 interception. And 3,600 yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's also hit 900 rushing yards every year that we missed and got 1,000 this past season where he won the Super Bowl. Cam Newton is a freak of nature and continues to be one as we get further and further in his career. Now, let's go ahead and hop to the playoffs and see Actually, let's check out the defense as well. I feel like the defense is something we haven't looked at in a while. Probably a lot of the guys we know have retired. As we look at defensively, yeah. Got pretty much a whole new defense. Some of the younger guys, Bailey was here before, have developed. Now we got a superstar right linebacker. So, decent defense, not great. Cam Newton has been dragging this franchise his whole career, though, as we go ahead and hop to the playoffs, not the Super Bowl. 12-5 has just been our lucky thing, right? 12-5 has been where we've made our living. As Cam Newton once again gets the Cardinals to the playoffs, we'll go ahead and look at his stats. 2,700 yards, 27 touchdowns, no interceptions. Interesting stat line. Rushing yards. Cam Newton, another 1,000-yard season with 8 touchdowns. Chris Carr, 1,200 yards and 5 touchdowns. Even Sean Amos on the red zone was dominant, 12 touchdowns on 405 yards. Receiving-wise, nobody got over 1,000 yards. Peter Mitchell was our number one receiver with 677 yards and 6 touchdowns. And Ellerby was number 2 with 642 and 11 touchdowns. Another great season, though. Yearly awards. Cam Newton was 4th. This guy, Joe Fitzpatrick, has been pretty doggone special, too. But Cam Newton was 4th in MVP. NFC, Offensive Player of the Year, Cam Newton. Best quarterback, Cam Newton. As we capture 2 more special awards, let's go on ahead and see if we can get past the 49ers and go on ahead to the divisional round. We do. Let's see if we can get past the Bucks and get to the NFC Championship game. We do. Let's see if we can get past the Saints and get to the Super Bowl. We do! And just like that, Cam Newton has an opportunity to win another Super Bowl. As we go ahead and have to face the Raiders, one of the best teams in the league. It seems like they got a whole lot of talent. We have an 89 overall offense, which is wild considering I don't feel like we have the best talent at all. But, so Mitchell actually got some pretty doggone good receivers now. I didn't notice this before. Sapp is almost a 90 overall. We have Mitchell, who's an 86. Ellerby, who's a great tight end. This is the best offense Cam has probably had. And a defense that's also picking up the slack as well. Okay. What we will do is, I will switch one thing. I feel like Freight Train should still be on Cam Newton. But everything else will keep the same as we will hop in and play the Los Angeles Raiders. Are they? No, they're the Oakland Raiders, right? Am I tripping? Oakland Raiders? Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raiders, yeah. Oakland Raiders. I don't know why I was thinking Los Angeles. I'm thinking about the boat. No, they're not even the Oakland Raiders. They're not the Los Angeles Raiders. They're the Las Vegas Raiders. Come on, y'all got to get me right. But we'll hop in and see if we can smack them around and get Cam Newton his 4th Super Bowl ring. And we're back in the Super Bowl against the Las Vegas Raiders. And Cam Newton is already down 7 points. That's not ideal. However, you guys already know, one of the greatest quarterbacks of our generation. Mitchell, juke move. Ooh, come on, Mitchell. You got to make a play there as he drops a dime across the field on a crossing route. It should be special to see if Cam Newton still has those juice in those old legs. Whoop! Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, whoop! Yes, he does. I'm telling you, he still got the juice a little bit. Definitely not as fast as he once was, it doesn't look like. Ellerby going down the slot. Never mind. We got to let Cam do his thing. Great tackle. Oh, my God. First time we've seen Cam Newton get stood up in a while. Let's go read option here.
Here we go.
Let's go. Good blocking. Cam, juke. 1 broken tackle, 2 broken tackles. I couldn't get 3. Okay. There's a load to bring down as you guys already know. Let's go Ellerby right down the slot.
65 catch.
Sack. Nope. Outside. Touchdown, just like that. Great throw to Ellerby by Cam Newton. As we go down and get 7. Let's see what the Raiders got for us as they go down and get 7-2. This might be a shootout in the Super Bowl. See what we got here. Okay. Lot of room here. Lot of room. I just got come on. They got to get out the way, man. Great run by Cam once again on the read option. Ageless wonder right here. Ageless wonder.
Ready.
Once again. Go here, go here, go here. Stiff arm. Ooh. Now we got freight train activated, I believe. Come on. Let's see what we got here.
Ready.
Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good truck. Come on. 6 rushes for 63 yards. When I tell you they have not guarded the option well at all. But I think this is a perfect time to go play action. Let's go. Oh! Okay, that's fine. Great sack by the dead guys. Great sack. Kills our freight train. But it's still open. Dodge! And a touchdown by Cam Newton and the Arizona Cardinals. And they are fighting tooth and nail against the Rams. This might be the first career sim I haven't thrown a pick with a quarterback. Let me not jinx myself, though. As we go down here, Cam Newton has been amazing so far. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah. This pass rush is nasty. Maynard right there gets a nice play. I don't think we have any elite speed at receiver either, so it's going to have to be the routes to get these guys open. Nice job getting a nice check down. Kerr makes it a little closer, not great, but a little bit closer. As the Raiders take a timeout. But they don't know we got Cam Newton. Read option. Juke move outside. Cam Newton. One stiff arm. Let's go. Oh! Cam Newton on the read option is unstoppable. He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable. His stiff arm, it almost feels like it's 99. Let's see what we got here. Drop back. And Maynard with another great play. He's been phenomenal this game.
19 Lion. 18 Rattler. 18
See what we can get here. I would love to get in field goal range here. Beautiful. Get out of bounds. Timeout, 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 timeout. Come on. 12 seconds. Let's go.
Buffalo 18.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. How did he get that ball off? No. Okay, I thought that was going to be the first pick I threw. Okay. We'll throw the Hail Mary.
On the jump.
Right before half. See what we can do here. Nice throw. Ho! Oh, we got a handle, but we couldn't hold on. Okay, 14-14 at half. That's a good way to end it to see if Cam Newton can get another Super Bowl here. As we can get 4. Maybe I'll run the first drive. I'll run the first drive of this half. See what we got here. Read option. Okay. Read option has been Cam's bread and butter. And it's been beautiful for him his entire career. As one play, one touchdown might be the move. As he's picking up those knees. As he's picking up those knees. And he's gonna get in! Once again. Cam Newton is too special. He's too special. He's too special. As we go here. The Raiders go down and score. They're fighting. They're fighting tooth and nail to stop Cam Newton from getting that 4th Super Bowl ring. Have we ever seen anybody get 4? He gets the field goal. The Raiders go down and they march. They get 7. Cam Newton with 4 seconds couldn't get it. And Cam Newton can't get over the gap. Oh my God. Okay. David Espinoza, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Cam Newton, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Also a great rushing game for Cam, 174 yards and a touchdown. 75 was the long, but they couldn't get the dub. Oh my gosh. We haven't had a quarterback, I don't think, get over 4 Super Bowls. Or get 4 Super Bowls, let alone over. I felt like that could have been the season right there. I felt like it could have been the season. That felt like that. Did we just get disconnected? What is that about? Okay, we're back. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so we lost 31-24. Cam Newton with another stellar season, though. That sucks. We'll jump to next season. The question is now, when does Cam Newton retire, right? Still a very good quarterback. Still has. But at 37 years old, I think this is the time we're going to do another time jump. I will see you guys let me see here. We're at 2038. I'll see you guys in 2041, and we'll see if Cam Newton's still playing ball. But before we do that, I was just about to do that, but before we do that, let's make sure we get a good picture of his accolades, just in case he retires, which would be wild right now. But just in case, let's go ahead and see what his accolades are so far. So pay no attention to the player of the week. That's only for the current season. But he's won best quarterback 1, 2, 3 times. He's won offensive player of the year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Actually won best quarterback 4 times. And he's also won MVP once. He also has 3 Super Bowl rings and 3 Super Bowl MVPs. He has been fantastic to this point in his career. The greatest running quarterback of all time, no doubt. So I will see you guys in 2040. And we will see where, no, actually 2041. And we will see what he's doing then. Okay, we are in 2041 and we're 1-0 to start the season. However, we don't know if Cam Newton is still the quarterback yet. We would guess he still is. He is not. Oh boy. Now that is interesting. Let's go ahead and see if Cam Newton is still in the league. He might have retired, which could be interesting. I think we would know if he retired, though. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, for sure. Let's go ahead and look down here and see if... Nope, he's still here. Plays for the Baltimore Ravens now. What are the odds of that? Okay, let's go ahead. We will switch to Baltimore in a minute, but first, at 39 years old, Cam Newton still has been dominant. He had 3,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3,500 yards, 33 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. His rushing yards. Last year was the first year he didn't do what he usually does, which is dominate on the ground. The year before, 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. Now, the question, I actually didn't have to look at that either. Did he play with Baltimore last year? That would also be interesting. He did. Okay, so he played with Baltimore last year, and that's when his rushing yards took a dip. So let's hop over there and see what they have. And then let's see if we can finish Cam Newton's career on a high note. Okay. We are 0-1 over here on the Baltimore Ravens, and that is not ideal. Let's go ahead and look at the roster. Yeah. Actually pretty doggone good. Honestly, Meredith, Baker, we got Spencer here at 94 overall tight end. Good backup, good back. A good spot for Cam Newton to possibly end his career. A decent defense, not great. I feel like this is a great place, you know, a last hoorah for our guy. We'll also look at league history and see if we possibly got a Super Bowl. He made it last season, which is crazy to think. Also, Offensive Player of the Year the season before that was Cam Newton. Okay. That's actually okay. So he did make the Super Bowl last year, so there's a chance he could make the Super Bowl this year. I ain't gonna lie, it seems like Madden might have a mysterious invisible cap for Super Bowl winners because we've been stopped at 3 back-to-back career sims. But we'll go ahead and sim to the playoffs and see if we can make it once again. Did not make the playoffs. That's upsetting. Yeah, man, not fun. But Cam Newton with a great season. This is probably his best throwing season of his career. 3,700 yards, 31 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing-wise, was still a very good quarterback on the ground as well at 531 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nicholas Kirkpatrick, 763 and 6 touchdowns. And the other running backs got involved as well, receiving-wise. Stevenson Meredith, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. And then Carl Baker, 835, 9 touchdowns. And then Donnell Spencer, the tight end, 756, 5 touchdowns. What we can see here as a development by Cam Newton as he's gotten older, right? No longer a dominant wonder but he wins MVP. What are the odds of that, man? Didn't make the playoffs, but won MVP. Did not see that coming. Okay, and the AFC was Offensive Player of the Year, and he was also the best quarterback. Got the trifecta. When he showed he could throw the ball in a dominant fashion later in his career, that's pretty awesome. We will go ahead and opt to the Super Bowl because as you guys probably already know, this is about the range where we start to see one of these guys usually retire. So the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Bucks did make the Super Bowl. Let's see what we got here. Cam Newton won't lose a dev, so we don't have to worry about that because he got the MVP. But the question is, what will the retirements look like, right? So it doesn't look like Cam's going to retire because the AFC it would have showed us. So no retirement from Cam Newton yet. We'll go ahead and look at his stats as he is probably 40 to 41 years old now and see where he stands now. Probably his physical traits have taken a good hit. 40 years old, 18 years in the league. Oh, actually, no, they haven't. Yeah, that is interesting. Good juke move, good trucking. He still is one of the best. 92 speed still. His throw power is definitely taking a hit, though. It was definitely higher earlier in his career. Let's go ahead and hop the next season, though, and hopefully maybe we can make the playoffs. But a great MVP season for Cam Newton. Definitely made the Pro Bowl as well because he was not in the Super Bowl. 42, and Cam Newton is still a stud at quarterback. Definitely somebody who can still lead your franchise to the playoffs. Baker, Meredith are our two receivers. Spencer still a stud. Defensively, we're just decent. Not great, not bad. A nice middle linebacker like the Baltimore Ravens seem to always have. So hopefully, in an AFC North that seems to be a tough division to win, we can go ahead and make the playoffs. And once again, we cannot make the playoffs. Once again, that's unfortunate. But let's see how Cam Newton performed. Another great season for him. 3,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He isn't able to get the rushing yards he once was able to get. 531 and 3 touchdowns. Still, averaging 5 yards a carry is pretty nice, though, but he's definitely cooled down with the running. Nicholas Kirkpatrick, 475 and 2 touchdowns. And then we have a whole bunch of running backs getting carries down here. Receiving wise, Carl Baker was number 1 with 981 yards and 10 touchdowns. Stephen Meredith, 784 and 7 touchdowns. Glenn Towns, a 6'5 receiver with 709 yards and 8 touchdowns. And Donnell Spencer with 606 and 3 touchdowns. Cam Newton is definitely at the end of his career, it looks like, though. Got a couple votes for MVP still. AFC was 9th in Offensive Player of the Year. And best quarterback, he was number 6. So we're definitely getting closer to the end. He's got a lot more time behind him than he has in front of him. Let's go ahead and get to Super Bowl week. If it's not this season, I believe it'll probably be next season. We finally see Cam Newton retire. Let's go ahead and see if it's the Buccaneers and the Bengals. Wasn't it the Buccaneers a year ago too? Buccaneers over here making plays. Let's go ahead and look at the retirements though. Cam Newton's last stop looks like it could be the Baltimore Ravens here. As we go down the list, AFC, Cam Newton, not ready to give it up yet. Next season, I got a feeling will be the year. I don't think we've seen a quarterback make it past 42. So, next season, we just going to hop to the playoffs, see if we make it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is sad. We didn't make the playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs, man. This is a bummer. Cam Newton, now at 41 years old, and we haven't been able to get over the hump with the Ravens. You know, in his prime, it would have been nice for him to have a team like this. But Cam Newton with another great season, 3,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Rushing-wise, 588 yards and 4 touchdowns. Also, Nicholas Kirkpatrick, 602 yards, 7 touchdowns. And then Tim Lamonti, 548 and 5 touchdowns. Everybody getting carries. Glenn Towns into 1,000 yards, 1,040 yards to be exact, 5 touchdowns. Carl Baker, 984 and 7 touchdowns. And then Donnell Spencer, 733 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we got a couple guys bringing up the back end. Passing-wise, Cam Newton got a lot better in his older age. However, team success-wise, we fell off the map. As he doesn't make any award races this time around. This was low. You know, I hate to see our hero on ground zero. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead, get to Super Bowl week, and see if this is it, man. I would think it would be, but I could be wrong. But I would think it would be. Only because I haven't seen many quarterbacks play past this age. So you would think this would be about the time Cam Newton retires. As we go here and look. Cam Newton retires after 20 seasons in the NFL. Wild. But, I mean, you got to admit, he's been one of the best quarterbacks in the league for a long time. I thought we might be able to see him, but from what we know, Cam Newton had, I believe, 4 MVPs and 3 Super Bowls. So that's pretty doggone. No, my fault. Not 4 MVPs. I want to say three MVP, three. Let's go ahead. We can just go to league history. We can go to league history. Let's see what we got here. Because I know he won one that I did not expect him to win. So he won one in 2041 with the Ravens. Okay, let's go down here and see where he got his next one at. One in 2034. Was that the only two? Okay, he only had two MVPs. Okay, just making sure there. Just making sure. As we go ahead and check out the legacy leaderboard at the end of Cam Newton's career. Now, we can already probably say he's going to make the Hall of Fame. I know it doesn't say it here, but let's just be honest if you guys look at it. 42,000 is going to be more than enough to make the Hall of Fame. 3 Super Bowls. I want to say it should be 5 AFC Championship games and 5 NFC Championship games, 1 AFC Championship game with the Ravens, 25 yearly awards. He does not top a guy like Fitzpatrick, which we've seen dominate a couple of times with the Commanders when we had to face him. And then Patrick Mahomes is at the top of the list. However, if you look at the resume a little bit, Cam should be a little bit higher if you ask me. Looks like a little bias there. I don't know. But he definitely has the most yearly awards of any quarterback on this list at 25. He's been special, man, special. Now, what I do want to see is NFL record books. So as we go here, passing yards, I don't expect to see Cam Newton. He actually made it in passing yards, which is wild to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, 10. I thought so. 10th all-time in passing yards. He makes it 5th all-time in passing touchdowns. He is, and this is where I thought would be interesting, 3rd all-time in rushing yards as a quarterback. He is, looks like 7th all-time in rushing touchdowns. So, RG3 actually broke the record for rushing touchdowns. And then in the season, I don't think he has any season awards, which would be crazy if he does. But I definitely think he probably broke the yards for rushing yards in a season for a quarterback. Because he had 1,148 yards in the season as a quarterback. That's got to be up there. It's definitely top 5. And then probably no game. Actually, maybe, hold on. Rushing yards in a game? No, I don't think he has any in a game. That would have been crazy. Because I remember he did have that game where I think he had over 200. But you would have needed over 253 to break any of those records. Also, as we're looking at legacy, let's see if we got any of the other guys. I was trying to see if... Okay, because Gannon made it. I don't know if he'll be a Hall of Fame coach. However, he did end up getting up there in legacy score. I would also love to see, not necessarily... I don't think our running backs would be up here, right? But I would love to see our tight end, McBride. Did he possibly get a nod? Trey McBride did not get a nod. I would have thought maybe he got one since he was with us early part of our career. I can't think of any other noticeable guy that would have gotten up here, though, that played with Cam Newton. However, a stellar career and a great way to redeem my boy, who without a shoulder injury, who knows how great he could have been. But without further ado, man, please like, comment, and subscribe if you new. I'm Ajax1K, and y'all already know. I'm out of here, man.